I've put up with a lot over the last, God, I don't even know how many years it's been now. I've put up with a lot being a fan of the Jaguars. And not just being a fan of the Jaguars, but being an extremely invested, something Shad Khan is not. Talking to you, Shaheed. Being invested, being in love, being dedicated with this god-awful, abysmal, sorry excuse for a franchise. And James Robinson finally just had his best run of the day, and Andrew Norwell with his 17th holding penalty of the day. To just add to my point. I don't know what to do anymore. I am at an all-time depression when it comes to the Jaguars. If this isn't the worst season, it's got to be top 2 or 3 for me, at least. Never expected this to be a 2017 season. Never expected this to be, Super Bowl, whatever. No, I'm not stupid. If the Jags had 4 or 5 wins right now, and were competitive in all their losses, like if all their losses were like that Bengals game that Thursday night, where it really just would come down to another good draft, another good free agency class, Trevor developing in year 2, I'd be like, you know what? Jags are going to get there. I'd have hope. And you know what? Going 1-15 was worth it, man. And Trevor just threw his 4th pick of the day. Trevor just threw his 4th pick of the day. There was 4 Titans and 1 Jaguar. So I don't know where all the other Jaguars were, because there was 4 Titans around Laquan Treadwell. But they're probably still not open. I'm depressed. We all Jaguar fans talk about how much we hate the Tennessee Titans. I tell you what, Tennessee Titans have never hurt me like the Jacksonville Jaguars have hurt me. Tennessee Titans, what they do to me emotionally, mentally, doesn't even touch what this team does to me. Doesn't even touch it. And the Titans are on the 15. They'll probably score here, making it 24-0. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm not going to make a review video. This is your review video because what's there to review? What would you like me to review? What would you like UCF Jaguar to review? What would you like Brett James to review? What would you like Jaganoff to review? Not necessarily that I'm in the same category as those guys. Those guys are much bigger than me. But as guys who come on here and try to make Jaguar YouTube content, what do we do at this point? What do we do at this point? I don't know what to do. Cry? Turn on the camera and yell and scream? Vent? That's what I'm doing. Because I was sitting here on my couch just yelling at nothing. So I figured I might as well hit record and maybe get some YouTube views out of it. Again, it's I've hit an all-time low. I don't know where this team goes. We are so far away. We're not even remotely close to be competitive, to compete whatsoever. No one's going to come here in free agency. I saw something I think it was on Twitter or Facebook the other day that like we're projected to have like $72 million in cap, like we are every freaking year. And I just I chuckled at it. You know what it means? It doesn't mean anything. What does it? It means nothing. If you're a free agent and you have a choice, okay, to go to Green Bay or go to Jacksonville, who are you gonna pick? Jaguars are gonna throw you maybe an extra, you know, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 million a year. Who are you gonna pick? Who are you gonna pick? And that doesn't come in 1 year. Doesn't come in 2 years. Doesn't come in 3 years. That comes in building a culture of winning, which this team will never have. First of all, will never have under Urban Meyer. I didn't even make a video because I had such a long day yesterday when that news broke. I worked a long day at work, and then I was out all night doing things. I didn't have time to make a video about it, but I guess I can talk about it now because it was an abomination of a game. I didn't even care anymore. But the Urban Meyer thing, like this locker room, if all that stuff is true, which it's not like it's some, you know, reporter trying to get a big scoop, trying to get his big break. It's on NFL.com. It's on NFL.com. This stuff is out there. Marvin Jones is in a screaming match with the head coach. Marvin Jones, the quiet veteran leader, that dude, like, you're pissing him off? What are you doing in order to do that? You're calling your staff and coaches losers in front of the whole team? I mean, granted, yeah, they are losers. They're freaking they're 2-11 now, pretty much. And I'm sorry to spoil it for some of you who think, for whatever reason, we have a chance against Houston. We're 2-12. And then, as horrible as Zach Wilson is, it's the most Jaguar thing for Zach Wilson to have a game of his life and make Trevor look like he's looking today. So we're not winning another game this year. The Jaguars are 2-15. So congratulations, Shad Khan. You went from 1-15 to 2-15. Great owner you are. Great owner you are. You really care. You're really pumped, aren't you? You're really fired up about all this. You know I'm all over the place in this video, but I'm so frustrated. I'm so angry because I love this team. This bothers me. If this doesn't bother you, I don't know how you can call yourself a Jaguar fan. If this doesn't legitimately just disturb you to your core, if this doesn't, like, I have a headache right now. I have a legitimate headache right here in my eyebrows, right in here, okay? I'm probably going to have to pop some ibuprofen, okay? And it's not because, oh, you know, you're just a hothead or, you know, you're just a guy trying to yell and scream on YouTube, you know, to be entertaining, whatever. I live this stuff. I love this team with my whole heart. Everything I got. The Jaguars are a massive part of my life. And I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'll never like another team. Because I have stupid people in my life. Well, why don't you pick another team? Why don't you become an Eagle fan like the rest of us? At least you'll have a Super Bowl. I will quit football before I do that. I will, and it'll never happen. But if I was ever to not be a Jaguar fan, I would just cut NFL out of my life completely. And there's no other way. So, I'm stuck with this. And you're stuck with this if you're a real fan. And if you're not, get off my channel. And this video is all over the place, but I figured I was ranting to myself. I figured I might as well hit record and rant to you guys. I'm depressed. I'm sad. I'm angry. I'm at the point where I feel like it'll just never change. Like, we are we are witnessing like a historic period. And I know I say, oh, it'll never change. It will. Probably when I'm like in my 40s and like I have kids and stuff, like the Jaguars might actually be good. And I can say, oh, I remember, when your dad was growing up, they were the biggest, bottom feeder in the NFL. I mean, that probably will happen because, before the Patriots were the Patriots, they weren't good. The Saints were terrible for so long. I know the NFL goes through periods like that with every team. But it's been about 20 years. Pretty much. Yeah, we had a couple of playoff seasons in between them, but since the Jaguars were consistently relevant and consistently good, it's been about 20 years. Almost my entire life. And I don't even know who Trevor was throwing at there. But of course he's on the ground. Shocker, he's on the ground. And the way he was laying was probably because Jawan Taylor can't block anyone. I don't know when they're going to win, you guys. It ain't this year. It ain't going to be next year. I feel bad for Trevor. I really do. He hasn't played perfect today. I mean, he started out this game really good, but it's totally gone off the rails. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I hate the Titans with everything I have. I think that's why it's worse today than usual, because it's the Titans. Like, it's a good thing that I have Spider-Man to look forward to at the end of this week to go see, because I need something to get my mind off of this, because I can't take this. Shad Khan needs to sell the team. If you really care about this team, you'll sell the team. You'll sell the team. You never will, but you should. If you're a Jaguar fan and you're not subscribed to my channel, sharing my suffering, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button if you hate the Titans. Hit the like button if you hate the Jaguars more than the Titans. I might hit like on this video myself. Comment your suffering thoughts down below in the comments. Sharing the misery, sharing the suffering. Go Jaguars. Hate the Titans with everything you got. See you guys next time.